Good evening, truck and tractor pool fans. Man, it's been like 3 weeks since we've been live, and all my fault. Sorry, folks. Family time's been busy here. Um, we got a good show tonight. We got some guests we don't see too often. We got Matt Hauck, and somewhere in the universe there's a DJ Boop that's supposed to be on here too, but DJ Boop has flown the coop. No rhyme any time thing or anything, but that's okay. He's a farmer. We understand. Uh, we got some information on an upcoming. I guess it's next weekend. It's a busy weekend coming up next weekend. The championship, Snyder County championship weekend pool, uh, Saturday afternoon and Saturday night. That we're gonna cut Matt loose first on that, and let him give us some information on that. And I know I've got flyers and stuff somewhere. I'll try to go find them. And I know Marshall Gladhill the very next day is the Gladhills Antique and Classic Tractor Pull, and that is a 2-track all day long event. That is a great event. A lot of tractors, a lot of hooks, and that's the day after. This guy right here is going to be traveling a lot of miles in 12 hours or so. So it won't be a whole lot of sleep, but we'll make it happen. And we're going to he's gonna talk to us about that pool. It's been going on for a few years now. And first off, Kendra, the happy princess. Look at that smile. Does everybody know why she's got such a big smile? She's got her own bathroom now. Whenever she goes to a tractor pool, a truck pool, all that good stuff. They got another hauler, and I saw pictures of it on the internet. Looks really sweet. Looks good. So.
Yep. Picked up a toter out of Canada. 0 out of 10 stars. Recommend that. Way more to bringing a USA built vehicle back across the border than I had ever dreamed. But 6 weeks later, it's ours. It's here. And if anybody ever needs something imported from Canada, I have a wonderful connection now.
Yeah.
Up in New York that helped us get it across.
It's a pain in the butt.
Yeah. But no, we're super excited. Hoping to get it on the road this weekend. I just have to go up and fight with PennDOT tomorrow. So, just that last hurdle to deal with.
Yeah, it's about time to get the diesels in dark corners here soon. So
so we want to take it this weekend on a little test trip before we make the big trip all the way down to Georgia. So we shall see what happens there.
You lost Matt. There's Matt. Okay. Hi everybody in chat. Robert, Blackie, brother Blackie's here from the world of Bigfoot and things unknown and all that good stuff. Lynn, Craig Cooper. I know Craig's been bottled up for 3 weeks. I know he's probably got 10,000 pages of stuff he wants to show. We'll get that shown for you, Craig, here shortly. And for now, let's go to Mr. Matt Hauck. And Matt Hauck, man, the big day is coming. Just a little over a week away.
Spill the beans, brother. We're getting ready. It's next Saturday, October 11th, starting at 1 with the first session with 6 classes. And then at 6:30, we'll probably redo the track in between sessions. And at 6:30, we'll start back up and finish the last 5 classes. We actually did move it back a weekend from when we normally have it. I know throughout the winter we contacted Weeklands and didn't want to go over top of them. And we know Interstate has their pool in Virginia the first Saturday. So we decided to move it back a weekend, try and get off of everyone and not, we don't like pulling on top of people if we don't have to. And so, but we're starting at 1 o'clock Saturday afternoon. Admission is $15. It's $5 more than what we charge if we're just pulling at night, but that's all day admission. So you're getting 2 sessions of pulling for $15. And if you have to leave, we got stamps. We can stamp your hand and you can come back in. And we know people last year, they came for the afternoon, had to go back home, and then they came back in. So it's not a problem. And I think last year we actually used wristbands. So then I think it worked pretty good for if we had to deal with that. But the classes we are running in the afternoon, we are going to start with Wild Street. The reason we're starting Wild Street, we do know there's another Wild Street hook in the evening. We wanted to try and give the guys the opportunity to make 2 hooks if they need to. And then we are going right into the 2-6 Pro Street because they're also pulling at another place in the evening. And our current points leader, Derek Smith, is actually leading in 2-point series. So he asked if we could try and help him out there, and the board decided to move that to the morning session. I'll explain a little in the night session what we're doing with 2-6. But after 2-6, we're going into the Light Pro 4-1 class. And then we haven't quite decided on the full class order, but 3 O's will be in there. And then Enhanced Farm and Pro Street Gas, that will be your morning lineup. And hopefully we don't have some delays like we did last year. We had a couple issues. But if we can keep things moving along, we'll be making good time, I think.
I.e., keep the sled out of the wall, right?
Yeah. But then at 6:30, we're going to start with hot stock, and then we'll have run what you brung trucks, 10,000 open. Then we're doing a 2-6 buy-in. So all the pullers who want to pull in that, they pay $100 cash, and then the top 3 get 50% of that. The second gets 30, and third gets 20. We did it last year. Guys seem to like it. We kind of let that up to the 2-6 guys. Maybe they want to pay more, but we kind of set it at least $100 each, and just something a little extra. If we have guys coming from Western PA, they get 2 hooks at one spot and help them guys out. And then we're going to finish the night off with hopefully a pretty big Mod Turbo Super Farm class.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So if DJ has anything to add to that.
Hi, DJ.
I think you hit it pretty good. I'm late to the party, so I think you covered it pretty good.
We just started.
Yeah. But we will.
I'll tell you. That's. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We will be having a fireworks show, probably around 9:00, like we did in years past, White Nights. We'll be putting on a fireworks show. And like I said, the plan is to pull the champions of each points class and the class winners out on the track and, interview them and take their pictures and do it like we did last year. And I think the fans enjoyed it. Our good friend Kurt that works in the t-shirt trailer. If you bought t-shirts, you probably know Kurt wearing Nebraska gear, but he went and we got trophies made for first and second, I believe. And I saw some pictures. They look pretty cool trophies.
Cool. That's good. You bring up people out on the track so people can actually see the actual person and not through a cab windshield or whatever. So it's with the helmet off, stuff.
Yeah, we do have some close points races like the 2-6. There's only 10 points separating the top 3. Enhanced Farm, there's only 2 points separating second and third. The light pro class is still kind of anyone's game. So it's coming down to the last hook in some of them classes.
That makes it fun.
Just out of curiosity, how many people do you guys get in terms of, spectators and pullers both? I mean, do you think you get 1,500, 2,000 people through there?
So I think the most we ever got is about 1,200 paid.
Okay. Yeah.
Now we do like 10 and under, ages 10 and under are free. So that don't include.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
We try and shoot for 1,000 people paid through the gate.
Okay.
And we've been right on that number all year so far.
Good. That's really good.
If the weather's good there, that will be. I think you'll have a great crowd both shows. More so towards the evening.
Yeah, especially here the last pool. People kind of trickle in all day long. So that's usually at our last pool we start creeping up towards 1,200 people paid through because it's all coming through all day long pretty much. Yeah.
I've watched some of the videos that have been posted from your all's events up there, and I've been impressed. It looks very well run. You guys have got a few pulls under your belt to know what to do and how to do it. So yeah, really impressed.
They do an awesome job there. Yes.
Yeah, I guarantee
we have
it.
we have the same guys normally running the track equipment, so I mean,
Yep.
they're
And that makes
they know what to do,
yeah.
Say the reputation for a good, consistent track gets you very, very far.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. No doubt about that.
Especially for like around here where there is just pulling everywhere.
Right.
A good track puts you on top very, very quick.
Yep.
And that's the biggest thing is your downtime, like your time between each hook, however fast you can do that. That's pretty much makes or kills your night, because if your scraper guy is taking forever working the track, your pullers are going to drag their feet also, and it just drags out the night. But we're very fortunate here at Sealands Grove, West End, Center Hall. Those guys are usually Johnny on the spot. They're filling the holes. By the time they come back to the starting line, the tractor isn't even hooked up yet. So that we can really keep things moving that way.
Yeah. Now that makes 100% sense. It's we've had a couple of the same guys doing our fall pull, and they've got it down pretty good, and they kind of know each other's moves and know how to respond off that. But when they get on the tractor to do that job, they're dedicated to that job. They don't stop and have a side conversation with somebody hanging off the jersey wall or whatever, because I mean it holds the show up. I mean it you do it once and it's a domino effect. So yeah, I got you there 100%.
Yeah, your Lawton show in August, which I just got done doing, like the tractor classes and truck classes, posted on on YouTube from there. That pool was awesome. I'm telling you, that was a good run show up there. Very good track.
Yep.
Good equipment. That was an awesome show.
Yeah.
We are planning to do some track, getting the track graded. I know Middle Creek is running a bracket pull this Saturday, so we're hoping to grade the track next week. That way, we were kind of with all the antique pulling, we were kind of getting a hole there about 270 or so.
Yeah.
Sedall's Paving is supposed to be bringing their grader down and making a nice level track for us, so we should be good to go. And we kind of had a learning curve last year. We made the track the night before, and it was too dry the next day, so we actually are going to do the track the morning of for the afternoon session. That way we can be more accurate with how much water we're putting on and not have to redo the track. Like I said, we had some hiccups in the afternoon session last year. But
yeah, the faster we can get through that afternoon session gives us a little bit more time to work the track up again for the evening session.
Right.
Last year, like Matt said, we worked the track 3 times. We did it Friday night, then pretty much in the middle of the afternoon session, then once again before the evening session. So, and the track for the evening session, that was a real good track. So hopefully we can do the same thing for both sessions again this year.
Yeah, hopefully people can see that flyer I've got shown up there right now. I might blow it up just a little bit bigger so you can see the classes a little bit better, but I'm trying to give everybody a chance to see the address and the dates and all that stuff. Cost. And remember that cost is a 2 event cost. That $15 gets you the afternoon and evening session on Saturday. So, next Saturday.
yeah,
I was going to come up to that points pool this Saturday, but I ain't going to be able to make it. That antique pool. I'll be up there for y'all's pool, and then I think it's the following weekend or the week after for the Money Bash. I'll be up for that too.
Yeah. A couple things I will hit on. Chase will be there live streaming if anyone can't make it on Dirt Vortex TV.
Yep.
JR, I'm not sure if you're helping with that again or.
I usually do. I've got the primo spot there, so.
So, t-shirt T-shirt trailer will be there in full force. If you haven't seen yet, we have a pedal tractor, thanks to JC Specialty, painted up like stress case, and it's actually autographed by Chris and Corey Hoyt. And we've been adding to it throughout the year. It now has weight brackets and weights hanging on it, and a nice chrome stack on it. So, DJ, do you know how much to buy tickets are for that offhand?
No, not off the top of my head.
But we've been selling tickets for that for all year, and we're going to draw the winner Saturday night.
Chris Hoyt probably bought 1,000, didn't he?
I hope so.
At the beginning of the year, he did ask how much it would be if he bought all the tickets.
Yeah.
Just buy the damn tractor. Be done with it.
So that's something we hope to keep doing throughout the years, is kind of hoping to make replicas of pedal tractor pullers and raffle wherever the T-shirt trailer goes, and kind of make a little extra money for the banquet and stuff that way.
Absolutely.
Like I said, we're having white nights, fireworks. Packers will be there with food stands all day. But yeah, it'll be a good show, I think. We've heard some pretty good responses on some stuff coming. So
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Good.
the Fent from New York is supposed to be coming, because he's actually preaching at a local church the next morning. So
Okay.
that should
That's
be
awesome.
yeah.
That's be part of that 10 Open then, I guess.
And he said if he's coming, Henry's coming with him. So
Oh yeah. Henry will be there. Henry, David, as long as none of their stuff's blown up. So excuse me.
but
Yeah, it's nice. Careful. She's in here destroying all my video equipment. Sorry, Chase. Keep talking. Don't wait on me, folks. Sorry. She's ordered some stuff for the RV. She's showing it to me. Anyway. Yeah, the afternoon session again, 3.0 Limited Pro Diesel 4x4, 2.6 Pro Street Diesel 4x4, Wild Street Diesel 4x4. Of course, that could be Wild Street 4x4, but or just Wild Street trucks.
yeah,
Enhanced Farm Pro Street Gas 4x4 and the Light Pro 4.1 Limited Pro. Evening, things are going to turn up the heat a little bit here with the hot stock tractors. The Run What You Brung trucks, Kendra. The 10,000 pound open tractors, again, relating to the Fent from New York, and Heverman and the crew will be there. Probably. Mod Turbo Super Farm, which we're looking forward to having a pretty sizable class of tractors for that. And then the 2.6 Pro Street Diesel 4x4 buy-in, which they ran last year. And that was a fun class. So I'm looking forward to all of them. Tickets are $5 each or 3 for $10. Tammy Boop said.
Yes, that's for the raffle tractor.
Yes. Yeah, raffle.
And the 10,000 open class, that's not just strictly tractors. That's modifieds, tractors.
Everything. Yes.
Anything can run in there.
Yep. So hopefully we'll draw some of them too. Hopefully. Like a Don Dean and possibly a McKenzie, but that's questionable because I know he did blow an engine towards the end of the season. So I don't know.
We did talk to Don Dean out at the Center Hall, and so hopefully he can make the trip in.
Good.
He's always willing to pull, it seems like.
Oh yeah, he's not afraid to travel.
Yeah,
that is for sure.
We talked to Ian Ericker up there, but I think he was having some troubles with that new setup he was having.
Yeah.
I know Dave DeQ's planning on being there with Allison.
Okay.
So it'll be a good class.
Yeah. That brings up the old days of pulling. You start running modifieds with diesel and alcohol supers or whatever, pro stocks, and that was a big thing back in the day. I remember that well as a kid at the Buck, watching it. Well, it was called Unlimited back then, Unlimited class. You could run, it was open too, I guess, but they used the term Unlimited more so than open back in the day. And I'm gonna tell you what, it wasn't any surprise to see a smoker tractor win a class like that in the heavier class. She had 12,000 pound or whatever.
Yeah.
I watched many a super stock kick modified butts at the Buck in that class back then. It was pretty cool. You wouldn't expect it, but yeah, it happened. course, modifieds have greatly increased their horsepower nowadays, but still pretty neat. It's neat to watch them run together because you just don't know until the dust settles who's going to win.
Yeah, and depending on the track, you never know who's going to win.
That's correct. That is correct.
Could be different night to night.
Whoever pays the sled guy the most might just be your winner. So.
Now we won't talk
I'm
like
just
that.
kidding. I'm just kidding. Unless Norm had a pretty good year, so he's even got a new toter now. So and
he's had a very good and a very bad year.
He's kind of been up and down.
I think he had an expensive year.
Yes, he did.
A very expensive year.
Yeah.
Norm's going to be looking for work this winter if anybody needs some fabrication work done to replenish the pulling fund. But
Matt and DJ, pullers that arrive like the evening before, the night before, are able to just come right in and park respectively. And
I mean, we'll probably be there Friday night setting up some stuff. But yeah, if you come in later, you can park. If it's a problem, we can change it in the morning. Camping is available. If you do need a hookup, maybe just get a hold of us. I think we usually charge $20 for an electrical hookup. But yeah, there's lots of space for everyone. It's a big grounds.
It's fun. Unfortunately, I won't get to sleep because somebody on this screen has a pool the next morning. And I mean the next morning. I have I'll come home, get about a 2 to 3 hour nap, and I'll be right back on the road again. So
back on the road. Yeah.
I love it. I love the pressure. Keep me running.
See, that's when pulling fun.
Yes.
You'll be missing that about
middle
February.
of August.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a tractor who should be at your pool. Brian Marson. Thumbs up in the chat there.
He better be.
Brian.
He told me at Beaver he was ready to tear his tractor apart. I said, you can't be doing that yet. You got one more pool to come to.
Yep. Come on, Brian. Are you going to make it next Saturday, Brian? I'm sure Nick will be up there.
Nick will be there.
Yeah.
Anyway. So definitely next Saturday, 1 p.m. and what's 6:30, I think you said?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay. Hey, he's planning on running 2 classes, he said. So, cool beans. There you go.
I'd just like to give a shout out to all of our sponsors of the club. We have a whole list again. Just like we'd like to thank the board, directors, and we have a whole group of guys that show up Friday night, and we have a good time. We eat pizza and enjoy some beverages and make the track and always have a good time. So just like to thank everyone for the help and making it a pretty good year, and we hope to have one last good pool. So
You always do.
Yes, just cross our fingers for good weather. Hopefully just a tick warmer than normal. It gets cold up there when that sun goes down. Woo! In October, I'm telling you. Okay.
Yeah, no one will complain about the rain around here, but it can wait another day. It can rain another day.
That's right.
It can rain about 2 a.m. on Sunday morning. How about that?
Yeah, there we go.
No. I'll still be driving
only
home.
up there, not down there towards Gladhills.
No rain at Gladhills either. It's not allowed to rain.
There's plenty of distance between the two there.
By the way, if you're in chat, I got Brian Morrison to actually type words instead of a thumb. So. Right about now, he's cussing me. But anyway, anything else, guys? You want to add, or?
I'm good here, unless DJ has something to
add. I guess we can throw out about our banquet then too.
Oh yeah.
End of season banquet, November. Matt, what is it?
15th.
November 15th. Same location in New Berlin, and making plans for that. So
we'll have a sign-up sheet up in the announcer stand. if pullers want to sign up there, but there'll be official invites sent later.
Yep.
Save the postage. Just put me down for 2, and I'll let me know what it is.
We can do that.
Yep. Save the postage. I gotta let her know about that too. Not like she'll get stuck working that day. No, you're not. You're going to a banquet.
So that'll be here before we know it. I'm still not sure how it's already October the 1st.
I know. Yes, David Blaylock's here from the Bigfoot World. Brother Blaylock, as we call him. Good to see you, man. Okay. Well, I guess we'll move over to hook number 2 that weekend. The very next morning, we head to Frederick, Maryland, to the Gladhill Classic Truck. Listen to me. That's a truck show. Classic.
There's a truck show there.
Yes. Classic truck show and a antique and classic tractor pull. 2 tracks. Plus, there's a nice exhibition class of more of the Atlantic Pro pulling style vehicles, interstate, whatever. They come in.
Yeah,
used to have about 10 or so.
Yeah. It's normally pretty strong, about 10, and it's there'll be supers, pros, light limiteds. It's kind of a hodgepodge, and we kind of stack them. We try to start with a certain weight and kind of work our way in one direction, but it usually gets a little mixed up kind of at the last minute. But it's pretty cool. I mean, it kind of breaks up some of the monotony of the more mundane routine of the antiques if they're both running on both tracks and both sleds. And it works out pretty well. But typically we've got like a faster, classic open on one track where it might be classic, 5 mile an hour on another. So it's not just 2 slow tractors going up.
Right.
There is some
mix.
Some variety. Exactly.
It is a good clean mix from track to track. And people and Matt Hauck, thank you. He just took off. I guess he's got stuff to do, but DJ, you're welcome to.
I think he's on daddy duty tonight.
We appreciate that, Matt, if you're still listening or whatever. Look forward to seeing you next weekend. And DJ is going to hang in here for a while, so which is cool. And but anyway, antique pulling, hey, because you don't know. You just don't know who's going to win. I mean, you get into the bigger ranks, anybody can win, don't get me wrong, but that antique tractor pulling stuff, it just depends. Any tractor, anybody can win. You have your favorites, the guys who are maybe a step or 2 above the rest
Correct.
of the class, but they can still get beaten antique pulling. I've seen it.
Many times.
Yep,
we all have. It makes a big difference.
So why do they run a mile per hour? Because it makes you drive, it makes you pull.
So we'll run between the 2 tracks and the 2 sleds, we'll run 3,000 all the way up to 10,000, 5 mile an hour speed limit, and 1972 and down, if I remember correctly. And then on the other sled, we'll have 55, 65, and 7,500 classic open, no speed limit. And that's a pretty fun class to watch because there'll be some souped up and some turned up older pieces in there that hustle down the track. So that really throws that extra dynamic of excitement there for the crowd. Usually between lunchtime, 1 o'clock is when we'll take one of the sides of the track and run, everything that's there for exhibition, which sometimes we've even had semis there too. So, or pickups mixed in with those other pieces. And then usually to finish out the later part of the afternoon is going to be the 11, 12, and 13.5 farm stock. And the 13.5 farm stock is no speed limit. And that is a huge class. We'll have guys from Delaware, Pennsylvania, Virginia, especially the Berryville, Charlestown, West Virginia areas. I mean, that's a
I'm sitting here trying to
class.
think. Last year's class, it was over 20 in there. I'm pretty sure.
I think it was 24 or 25 we had there.
It was getting up to mid-20s. I do know that.
Yes, and within maybe minus 1 or 2 contestants, a lot of them were within inches of one another.
Yes.
I mean, it was really close. So yeah,
whole lot of red tractors.
It was
a green dealership.
at a green dealership. There's a lot of truth to that. That's all right. We're not colorblind. We'll take whatever we can get.
In 2025, it's good to be across the board. And
Oh yeah.
politically correct.
Oh please. Oh please. I give up.
I won't comment, but I agree to some degree.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but it's no admission for this poll. Free admission to the grounds for the Antique Tractor Show, for the Antique Truck Show, and I'll tell you, the Antique Truck Show, that's put on by the I forgot their name right offhand. I shouldn't have done that. It'll come to me, but Mason-Dixon Historical Society for antique trucks. And I mean, they get a lot of rigs in there, and it's a good show. It's a really good show. And most of those guys, drive in that morning and will be there till the full duration. So
half of you can hear because they're all screaming Detroit's coming in off of 3.
Yeah, they are. They are. They are. So
They are
no
loud
doubt about that. They are definitely loud. Yeah, yeah. But we'll have full food service there with breakfast, lunch, dinner, desserts, you name it. So there'll be a lot going on. Normally we've got
you're gonna have some of them good food vendors again.
Yeah, not quite the same as we did for that poll. I've kind of got one guy that's always done our food for us, and I'm going to kind of stick with him for right now. But I didn't want to cut him short. But at the same time, those food vendors we had were pretty good. So. Yeah, that was.
You had one that had like lemonade or something there. You could always kind of invite him because that's not super competition, but
no. And that guy was like totally last minute, and I don't even think we charged him anything for the space because he was like literally like 2 days before. We said, come on, come ahead, and he did well. He did really well. He said, "Let me know. I'll be back for next year." I said, "We're working on it." So.
Fine, we'll charge you 1.5.
Yeah,
Since you did
to make it work.
last year. Yeah.
Exactly. So, but yeah, we'll have everything ready to roll. Typically, with this poll, I work up the track the night before, and we usually start around 5 o'clock, and then we'll put the final pass of the roller on once the sun's down. And I found when I do it that way, the moisture really percolates well at night, and it holds overnight, and the next morning it's if anything a little bit gooey, but once we get a class or two through, it's perfect. Yeah, and it just saves us some time because if we try to work it in the morning, we're always late getting to the job, and you're too close to start time. So we can really soak the water down deep if we do it the night before. Now I'll tell you, if it was like in July or June, it's the other way around. We've got to do it that morning because if not, it just you don't have enough moisture, or you've got to stop the poll, have a break, and rework everything. So,
what's the start time? Tentative start time for Sunday?
10 o'clock. So, and we're usually pretty close to that. So I'm crossing my fingers the weather holds, and we can be ready for 10 o'clock. So, yeah.
That's going to be a long night.
You've got a lot going on.
That's okay. I'll be there. Me and Mike.
Sealands Grove to Frederick's a little bit of a drive. So,
well, Sealands Grove, the home, then home to you guys. So.
Well, yeah, exactly. So
I'm not sleeping in my truck, and I got to bring Mike Sunday to film the one track. So,
yeah, right.
He'll come here, and then we're right out. So I'll come home, get cleaned up, get a nap, and be ready to go. So,
gotcha. The other thing we're doing too, that we've done before the last several years, is 2 different jackpot classes that primarily go under more of the classic side tractors, 72 and down. I want to say 5250 and 6750, I think. I don't have the sheet right in front of me at the moment, are the 2 weight classes for that. And, it has to be exact weight. You've got to reweigh as soon as you're done the class, and the jackpot pays down 3 places. Hook fee for that particular those 2 classes will be $25. The rest of the hook fees are $20. So,
okay, perfect.
Other than that,
we're a lot of people watching too.
Oh my Lord, yeah. I mean, it's not quite as much as we had for the Atlantic Pole, but it will fill up the majority of the big bank in front of the dealership. Yeah.
They'll come and watch, especially if it's a pretty day.
I guarantee you that. So, yeah.
Start charging admission someday.
I know. This Atlantic Pole we did this year is the first event we've ever charged admission for in my lifetime for any event that we've ever done. And there was just, I couldn't, no way could I afford to do that without that. And,
sure.
there's just no way to get around it. Wasn't enough. I couldn't come up with enough sponsorship dollars to facilitate that. So.
That can be tough.
It is. Yeah.
Just making a couple notes here real quick. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's no problem.
So any when let's talk about the exhibition class. Any names come to your mind that I know one that'll be there, but one family.
Oh yeah, one family definitely will be there. And then I know they were doing some work after the Frederick Fair poll, but I think they're going to be up and running. My cousins, Marty and Luke, will definitely be there. Luke wants to make a run with his tractor. Usually, Lutmans with Hokie Harvester are there. Bradley Wassler with Whistling Red.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he'll be there. Sometimes the other international that's in his class is tractors pulled for years. It's in the 77. Flaherty, yeah. He's been there before. And there was another Ford. I don't remember. He might have been up from your all's way, DJ. I don't remember his name exactly. He might have had skinnier.
Nelson Harding.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I think there was another one that had like skinnier tires. It was almost like an 18438 tire, but almost set up. I can't remember his name right off.
Who that would be?
Yeah, I know.
Marshall Gladhill popped into my head, but
yes, maybe that's who I'm thinking of. So
we don't have many blue around our way.
I understand.
That really narrowed it down.
Yeah. No,
everything else is blue.
You want to talk about pretty red?
Yeah.
That's binder country up there.
Yeah. No, I mean, for this poll, I mean, certainly with the exhibition, but even the farm stock and the classic classes, we'll have people from Delaware, Pennsylvania, Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland. I mean, we get a lot of people come a long distance, and if the weather's good, they will come our way. So absolutely.
I know some guys up around here that was down to your pool before. Like I think Brian Shively was down.
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
He was down last year. Matter of fact.
Yeah, he was. That is correct. Yeah. So there used to be a day and time when I would actually pull in the poll, but that I have no time. I can't do that and watch and manage everything else. So I gotta keep that up, and it's I enjoy to do it.
One of the downfalls of being the man in charge.
Oh yeah, exactly. So, and I would never have any time to watch the track or the tractors, and it wasn't a very impressive showing. So, but yep.
Unless you're DJ Boop, you're going to pour regardless, no matter what happens. Right, DJ?
Yeah, it makes a long night, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure for you guys, absolutely.
Yeah, it doesn't end when the pool's over for them guys. Any of you guys
right
running stuff.
I guarantee
hours after the pool's over.
Yep. It is a lot of work, and having manpower to help you there, do anything they can do is worth its weight in gold. And I'll tell you, it's
biggest thing. Yep. If you have good help, a lot of hands make light work. That's for sure.
A lot of hands make light work. You're right. You're 100% right. And there's been some years we've been a little shy on the help, and it's a little more on the stressful side. So crossing my fingers that's not the case this year. But regardless, we will put on a show. So
Perfect. Kendra, I know you're loaded with questions. I can just see it gleaming out of your eyes. You're getting ready to say something. So
Actually, I'm sitting here thinking about how much I have to do between now and Georgia.
oh,
Between work and professional. But no, one thing I did want to ask both of you guys, I know, wow, Matt already kind of touched on it for Snyder County, but sponsors. We talk about many hands make light work. Well, it also takes sponsors to kind of do that. So, Marshall, if you guys have any sponsors, or obviously Gladhill Tractor is probably a pretty big one.
yeah. And
no, you guys aren't technically Gladhill Tractor anymore. Sorry, that's showing my age a little bit.
Last year we were, but for this year we're not. But my family still is the backbone and the main support of this. But we do gain some support from the group that we sold out to Virginia Maryland Tractor, and they do support us and with equipment and manpower. So but for the most part, this poll is pretty much from my family. So
yeah,
not too many sponsors in this. I guess I could have gone that route, but I never did, and we've always made do pretty well. So, but if we had a larger event like an Atlantic Pro poll, then yes, I would. I'd be on the warpath for some sponsors to help out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which
Start now.
I know. I've got to work on that for next year as well too. So for that event in July again. So, but no, this one's kind of a family effort, and we make it happen. So
yeah. Coming from a lady who works at a CPA firm, now is when we're telling all of our clients to spend money. So
I am sure.
we just had one of that conversation today. You should probably go out and spend a little money. Any sort of qualified expenses are necessary right now, and donations and marketing is one of those. So
it's one of those for sure. We've got a couple
promoters.
Yep. We've got a couple of customers that have been coming in to the dealership and kind of looking at a few different pieces they wanted to get, not necessarily for year-end purchases, but more fall purchases, but mainly because they spoke with their accountant and they're in the same position. They've got some money they need to get spent and have some expenses there for year-end. So
stimulate that local economy a little bit.
Yep.
We're fortunate with that with Snyder County that we do have some of those sponsors that we had at the beginning of the year, but then at the end of the year for our last pool, they're willing to kick in a little bit more extra there for the last pool.
Absolutely, and that's good. That's really good to hear. Very good.
Awesome. So that's a 10 a.m. start time next Sunday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Virginia Maryland Tractor, or as we still call it, Gladhill Tractor in Frederick, Maryland, right off 340. You can't miss it. Mount Zion Road exit.
Cannot miss it. No.
Cannot miss it.
If you go to Google Maps and you look at the property and you click on the satellite view, I guess the satellite, whatever, flew overhead, took a picture when we had the event last year, because all the trucks and trailers are all positioned. You could see two tractors on the track going down the track. It's pretty cool.
What's the chances of that ever happening?
That was just dumb luck. And I didn't realize this until I was starting to look at the grounds when Tara Moore and I were talking about getting things put together for the Atlantic pool we did in July. And I thought, holy cow, it's all laid out here for me, except for this is not a pool, but this is what it's going to look like. So that was that was pretty interesting. So
that's pretty ironic.
That is. It really is. So
cool deal. Again, there'll be food and drinks there.
Oh my God, yeah.
Both events, I'm sure. Chad Packer and crew will be over at Stillings Grove as well. So
And the beauty of pulling in the daytime is you have the sun to keep you warm.
Yes.
Because
You do,
October pools
yeah.
can get pretty chilly at night.
Yep.
They can. There's no doubt about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Silence Grove, like I was saying, it could be just a tick warmer because I'll tell you, man, when that sun goes down at Silence Grove, it gets cold.
It must be just how it sits in the valley there. It must be in a
Wow.
low spot. It just seems like it gets a little bit colder right there at the track. But
I can't get packed up
More
and get
so
back
than-
in my
yeah.
truck and get the heat running fast enough, man. I'm shivering trying to hold the camera, and I don't. You think I'd probably dress warmer? Might make a little more sense.
There's been years you've seen people at their pole walking around in Carhartts, like
Yes.
full blown overalls.
No kidding.
yep.
Oh wow.
One year I had layers on. I couldn't get enough layer. I mean, I had layers on, man. That's just
For
a
as
sign
hot
of
as
getting older
we've all
and
been in the
thinner blood.
summer,
But
it
Yeah.
pulls. It's amazing to think that that's it's the end of the season. So, but still,
Yeah,
wow.
man, October pools are crazy. Like you could be walking around in shorts or in
Yep.
short sleeve shirts, feeling great.
Yep.
Next thing you know, it's 40 degrees.
Yep.
It changes pretty quick. You got to be ready.
Yeah.
So
that's crazy. Crazy, but
I
true.
actually think that's the weather this weekend. We're going up to the Weeklands big Make-A-Wish pool. And I think during the day it's supposed to be like 73, 74. And the lows, I think I looked last, it was like 46.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
So we got a fire pit and it's going to be used this year.
Fire pit's gonna be a very handy tool. Yeah.
Yeah, because
And
it's
a
never
warmer
bake deal,
bathroom.
so we'll stay. And,
And a warmer, cleaner bathroom.
yeah, I'll be in the toter. I'll see y'all later. Well, I signed up to help with work. We're at a conference in State College, which is only like a 40-minute drive away. I was like, I'll go up during the day, spend a couple hours there, get paid to drive to the pool, Heck, it's great that. Yeah, apparently I have to be there for breakfast with the vendors at 7 a.m. So
Oh wow.
I didn't know that was the case when I signed up for it. So I'm not sure I'll be staying up too late up at Weeklands. But if I have to be ready to like talk business at 7 a.m., that's going to be a little rough. But
wow, good Lord.
I'll be like, no hard questions, please. But hey, I'll still get paid mileage to drive back and forth, so it'll be all right. So
that all works out. I guarantee you.
I was like, we need to find a couple more pools where I get paid 70 cents per mile to start paying for that toter. But
awesome. Okay. I guess John Roop will be doing the announcing for you.
Either him or Hatton Brown, who's kind of been around the antique polling in our area with the Central Maryland Antique Tractor Club for years. So one of those two probably will be. So I just got to see who's got the right now. Might be, I don't know though. I mean, sometimes Hatton and John have kind of swapped out. So I'll leave that up to them.
There you go.
But it'd be one or the other for sure. So, and then we'll have the registration trailer open. Usually got that open by 8, maybe 8:30 at the latest. And I've actually got registration forms that all the people that have been to our polls before, I can email the form to them. And if they want to fill it out at home and bring it in, they don't have to sit there at one of the tables and fill it out. So I'll probably work on that next week and then get the class order for each sled sent out as well. And then the sleds coming will be from Rick Hoffman, both of his the decision makers. I don't know which the one that he normally runs. I think is coming. I don't know if he's going to bring the slightly smaller one. Yeah. He's had the slightly smaller one there before, and then we've had both big ones. So it's totally his call. So we can make them work. But
yeah, I'd say the track that I film, which is mostly the antiques, the smaller.
Yeah, right.
That their mini sled might be a pretty good fit for that, if that's the one they're talking about.
And I think we had that once before, and it worked perfect. So anything that he had no trouble stopping anybody for sure. So
yeah,
and we've got 340
Mm-hmm.
No, more than that. We got 365
at least.
feet. Yeah,
I
at
know there's
least
a couple who
maybe
got by
370.
me last year at 340, 350 something almost.
Yeah, there were. There were. Yeah. Yeah. So
Well, sometimes with those smaller sleds, you can get a little bit more speed up, and
Mhm.
you can.
before it hits
Yeah.
them,
But
it can still hit them hard at the end, but they can at least.
Oh
hit 'em.
yeah.
when you're running a mile per hour class, that doesn't count. You still got to stay
No.
within your mile per hour. So that
Yeah.
might be a little
Yeah.
trickier for him.
That could be. That's true. That's true.
That's always a big
Interesting.
discussion in our area about using the mini sled compared to the larger sled. A lot of the antique pullers in our area, they would rather use the big sled before they use the mini sled.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
That's interesting.
I don't know if
Used to mile
just
per hour.
yeah, I don't know if just because of how long it is with the mini sled, the box doesn't have to travel as far, and it's just how the weight distributes with the mini sled. It's just with the bigger sled, there's more. You can make that more like one of the older sleds.
Right. Where the rails were set and the box kind of ran uphill.
Yeah, and
in
you're
that
always
sense.
on.
Yeah.
You're always dragging the pan.
You're always dragging the pan. Correct.
Yep.
Yeah. That's interesting because that mini sled, does it have a potential to where they drop the pan more aggressively and then it drops everybody at the same distance for the
I
most
feel
part?
I feel like with the mini sled you have more of that, where the bigger sled, at least the ones that we use with Kraus, it's a lot more gentle. The pan's a lot more gentle.
Yeah.
Fall down than with the mini sled. It's more of you kind of hammer it on the tractors.
Yep. We've seen that before. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. Very interesting.
We will see next Sunday what's coming. I know the blue one will be there. The big blue and Ray will be there. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
and I think he's going to have his electronic distance signs or speed signs. Might have them both. So, and we had those set up last year. So yeah.
Yeah, he's got a nice little setup. Yeah.
He does. He really does. Yeah. So.
Absolutely.
Very good.
He's not watching because, well, he might be busy getting ready to pull somewhere this weekend. So
that's true.
All right, we're almost at an hour, so I was hoping to get both clubs in and both events in the hour, and I think we did it. People, by all means, get out there and support these guys. Stillness Grove isn't that far; it's 2 hours 45 minutes from good old Harford County here. On a good day when there's no accidents or no backups on 83 or around Harrisburg, it's a breeze. It's a breeze to get there. So, but get up there and support that next Saturday night, and by all means, take a ride over to Frederick, right off 340 Mount Zion Road, and check out a free classic and antique tractor pull and classic truck show. And they definitely have a nice truck show out there.
It is, yeah.
Both places have plenty of food and drink and plenty of pulling action, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Time. Looking forward to it. I haven't been out since Georgetown, Delaware, Kendra. That's the last pull I was at. So,
wow.
Yeah,
that's right, because your mom was sick there at Frederick. So.
Frederick, I was
ready
to go. At Monday morning to go to Frederick, but when you get that phone call or get a message on your phone, the helper coming in to take care of your father, and you need to come down here and let me in the house because I can't get in the door. So, that's not good. I'm not going to get in any details, but it's all good.
That's never a good
Everybody's happy and healthy again. So
good to hear.
Yep. So
Greensboro was canceled. So you would have missed the last two there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So Georgetown's the last one I've been at, and I will say Georgetown was an awesome event. I can't wait to go back there next year, and I think they are potentially maybe talking about a July pull there. So I don't know when.
Really?
That's going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, but
Frederick,
Maryland. I apologize to anybody involved with the Frederick, Maryland pull, the Great Frederick Fair. We will cover that. We haven't been live in 3 weeks. We got Atlantic Pro Pulling Champions to talk about. I can't have a show next Wednesday, but the following Wednesday, I should be free. We should have a show, and it's going to be about Frederick and about Atlantic for pulling. Your champions will be, I mean, they're already announced. They're all over the internet, but we're still going to talk about it here. Because if we don't, Pickle's going to get upset, and we can't have an upset Pickle. New bathroom or not.
Yeah. To any pullers who might be interested in pulling in Farm Machinery Show, I did not know this. Applications must be postmarked by Friday. They moved it up 2 weeks. Wow. So I went in to print off the application, and thankfully I looked at the due date because I thought it was 2 weeks from now when it normally is, but no, it is now due. I think it has to be in their hands or postmarked by October the 3rd. But yeah, due 10/6. So I did not know that. I've been trying to tell anybody who I thought might be applying, but yeah, get out there and get your applications in.
I've been seeing some rambling, some Clint and the crew on Facebook. What's Smoking Promotions?
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about
Midwest
that.
Winter Nationals. Midwest Winter Nationals is gearing up, and I'm sure Keystone's right around the corner. So,
and they're back in Gordyville.
Are they back in Gordyville?
So
awesome.
Cloverdale in January, and Gordyville is back.
How about that?
Apparently a lot of changes have been made out there, though. They said you won't recognize the inside. So it's a little disappointing that it won't be the same dusty, nasty, gross Gordyville that everybody gets sick at.
Yeah, but you know what? It had its own niche. Niche, whatever.
But they said that Gordyville Black Dirt is still there underneath the horse arena.
That is one hell of a track. That is, oh my goodness, is that one hell of an indoor track.
Yeah, they announced that on one of the podcasts. I can't remember.
I think like 2 or 3 weeks ago they did.
Yeah. Gordyville, USA is back.
That's awesome.
And with it being in March, I'm like, it might even be like 0 degrees outside, which is like heat wave for out there.
Yeah. What was you saying about Keystone, DJ?
It's the week before Keystones.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, I do remember him saying that. Yeah. Huh. So, yeah, anybody who's ever gone to Gordyville, USA knows that is an experience in and of itself. I have a lot of great memories you can't talk about out there. But yeah. the one memory we can tell is it's the only place that I've ever seen diesel fuel gel over. Yes. Like we had we kept the semis running, trying to keep heat like the whole time we were out there, and it was so cold that gelled in the bottom of the fuel tanks out there with the semis running.
I made the mistake of taking an RV out there one year on the windiest event they've ever had there. And the way you had to park, it was a deadhead wind right in the front of that RV. And I had heat lights, heaters everywhere, keeping stuff from freezing up. And I had water lines inside still froze up. It didn't bust, thankfully. It was just warm enough to keep them from busting. But I had to put a heat lamp under the bed at the pump and thaw that out. Under the bed inside the RV, I had to thaw out the pump. That's how cold. I mean, it just could not keep up. I said, I will never take an RV to Gordyville ever. That was the one.
We joked one year, we accidentally left beer in the pulling trailer. Thinking, it'll be fine. It all froze. It's the only place where you need a heat lamp to keep your beer cold.
Yes. Keep it cold.
Yeah, like we weren't thinking. We're like, we'll just leave the beer out here. It'll be fine.
Have you been to Gordyville, Marshall? Did you ever get?
Never have.
You gotta.
Never
have.
have.
Really make it sound like you want to go, don't you?
Well, I mean, I remember some of the others in the family have been out there, and I think I want to say my dad went out there years ago, but no, I never have.
Let's see.
I remember the one that he always went to when I was a kid was the Indy Super Bowl. Yeah, and that was indoors, and he's got old VHS videos of that, of watching Coleman Wheatley and some of those guys. He was out there to help him, engine wise. So
yep.
Yeah, that was always in.
That was the go-to pool in Louisville.
Oh yeah. in Louisville. Yeah.
I used to hit
Yeah.
them all. It'd start in January. You had Murfreesboro, Tennessee. You had Clintspool, and then
Yeah.
where would we be? Oh, Cloverdale, Indiana, and
Yep.
and then Keystone started. In 08 is when Keystone started. So
Keystone's really not that old. Yeah.
DJ, do you ever go to Gordyville at Gordyville, or were you?
I was never to Gordyville.
Yeah.
When we first started going, that was when it was at Shipshawana.
Yeah.
Gordyville's that's a well of a track, buddy. I'm telling you. They put on.
You need a whole other set of gears to go out there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of things happen at that place. A lot of things. I miss it. That gives me the gumption to kick myself in the butt and get out there again. Maybe that was always a fun pool.
Yep. Yeah, it takes power like no other track around here takes power.
Yep.
So
it's a good time.
Yeah, it's a good pool to go to. Well run.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you see the pit area empty, you're like, there's no way they can stack tractors and stuff in here. But that crew out there, nothing against any other indoor crew. Clint's crew is a crew all of its own.
Yep.
He has more people than any other indoor crew I've ever seen, and they all know their job and know their job well.
Yep.
And you're just walking around and you're like, from somebody who helped put on an indoor pool, you're like,
yeah,
these guys are it, man. Like, can we clone some of them? Like,
yeah, we've all learned a lot from them.
Yeah,
they do a really good job of just stacking all the tractors in a class to be lined up across the scales, at the starting line, and then do they park the trucks inside too, or the haulers?
like the semis and stuff? No, they don't go inside.
Okay. I didn't think so.
Yeah,
but
they'll get just about everybody in there that they can.
They can fit in there. Yeah.
And they don't have many hiccups. I can tell you that. They are a well-oiled machine.
And it takes a lot of people to do something like that. I mean, and everybody to be on board to know their role and their stage, and but that's impressive.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, nothing against anybody else. Wise. Keystone has a good group of guys, but holy cow, they're next level. You can tell that they have been doing it for years and years and years and years.
Well, they were kind of the pioneers with the 3-point lift and everything. Excuse me, picking vehicles up and stuff. And,
yeah.
They done their homework.
Hmm.
And I mean, Clint's went through some guys. That crew has changed around a lot, but I think here probably the last 8 or so years is the mainstays or the crew that's been there for a while now, and they make it happen. They really do.
Yeah, they know what to do.
Yep.
Yeah, like well, obviously with his pools being in January, I need a little pulling in my life at that point, so I always buy his live stream. It is every 3 minutes down the track. He's got another one going.
Yeah, there's no wasted
indoor
time.
pool. That's saying a lot.
I guarantee you, that's saying a lot.
The other event is DuQuoin, Illinois. He used to do. That's the other one I would go to. Now that's a drive. That's a hike. DuQuoin, Illinois is a long way away from here.
Yeah, absolutely.
But worth the drive. That was twin indoor tracks the first 3 years, I think it was, and then they went to. I got that right. Went to a single track. I could be wrong on that.
Yeah,
been too many years back. They haven't pulled there in a while. So. But that was a nice building too. It was a nice building. So, yep. A lot of traveling back in the day. Don't do too much of that now. Right, I can't right now. But. All right. Thanks, guys, for being on. Appreciate it. We're gonna
absolutely
wrap it up for a little beyond an hour here. So,
thank you guys. Thank you guys very much. So,
thank you for putting the events on, guys. And DJ, we'll see you next Saturday, and Marshall, we'll see you next Sunday.
That's correct.
So far, next week the weather looks fantastic. I'm going to have a great week next week because I'm actually going camping Monday through Thursday, I think. So
There you go.
It's only
Yeah.
15 minutes from home because I got to
So
stay.
you'll
close
be
to home.
good and well rested for your 2-hour nap Saturday
No,
night.
I won't. No, because I'm going to be running back and forth.
Oh, my.
He's trying to make us feel bad that he's not leaving out that he's going to be on vacation the whole week before.
DJ knows what I'll be doing out there. So I've got my audio recorders and trail cameras are all packed up in the box here, ready to go. So he knows what I'll
Ready
be
to
doing
roll.
over there. You know what I'll be doing over there. You know what I'm hunting.
Yep.
So, but anyway, guys, thank you, folks. Thank you in
Absolutely.
chat. 2 weeks. We'll be back in two Wednesdays. I can't do one next Wednesday, so we won't be here. But anyway, come support these guys next Saturday and next Sunday. And I will get your flyers and stuff. Marshall, you sent me some. I think you sent me.
Yeah, I did.
It's in. I got to download it from my phone, and then I'll get it on all my social media pages as well for you guys too, DJ.
Okay.
We'll get the flyers up there for you. So.
Thank you very much. If you need anything else from me in that respect, just let me know. So.
Okay, you guys stick around. I'm going to go ahead and close out here, and I'll see you backstage here in just a minute.
Okay, very good.
Okay,
Thanks a
Pickle,
lot.
Lady Pickle. I've got to have I got to have the ceremonial wave. So, thanks, chat. We'll see you in two weeks.
Bye.
I'm trying.
Maybe.